Hi guys, it's Becky, and I just want to make a really quick 2-layer necklace using some beads from the Bargain Bead Box that we just got. Not the new one, not the one we all got shipping notices for. This is the Woodland Whimsy box, and I'm going to be using beads, and most of the findings that I'm using are all from the box. None of them came from the companion bundle or any other supplementary things. So I'm going to be using the Uncut pendant, the links, and the larger Uncut beads. And then we're going to have some of the smaller beads here and these nuggets and these fun 2-color 4mm bicones. We're going to be using the leaf spacers, these drops. I've got 4 of these that I'm going to be using, and 5 of these sage coin beads. And I've gone ahead and used a ball head pin to create some drops with these coin beads and these red beads. And I did that ahead of time in order to save you guys the tedium of watching me make a drop like 9 different times. So we'll do this on camera in a minute, but this is a finding that I am adding from my stash. It is just a ball head pin, regular normal things that you'll see. I'm also adding some 5mm jump rings, a 14mm jump ring that I'm going to be using for my pendant in order to get that on there. And then I've got some beading wire, some 2x2 crimp tubes, and for my tools, I've got magical crimper, chain nose pliers, round nose pliers, and flush cutters. And we're going to also be using the toggle clasp that came in the Bargain Bead Box and this curb chain that came in the Bargain Bead Box. So now that we've got all of those laid out, let's get started. So I made these drops, and I've got the green drops and the red drops. I've got 5 of these and 4 of these, and I made these exactly the same way. So I'm only going to show you once. And I'm showing you with this one because I just want to show you that I'm putting the head pin in the bottom of the drop. See how it's pear-shaped? You want to put it in the fat bottom. Fat bottom beads make the beading world go round. So we've got it like that. And then I just grasp the tip of it with my chain nose pliers, bend it over the top to give me room for wrapping. And then I pinch it with my round nose pliers, put that around all the way. And while it's still on my round nose pliers, I'm just going to go wrap around that stem till I can't wrap no more. Hold on. That's not going to cut anything. There we go. This is what I want. All right. Now, this is just a real quick, at least I'm hoping it's real quick, tutorial. So you've got these here. Let's see what we've got. Let me pull off some beading wire, and I think I'm just gonna probably pull off a whole bunch of beading wire, and we'll go with that. All right, so I'm going to start on one end with my nuggets, and I'm going to put a nugget on and then one of my green drops, and then a nugget, and then a red drop, then a nugget, and a green drop, a nugget and a red drop. So basically I'm just stringing these drops in between nuggets so they dangle underneath it, and then the drops are alternating with each other. And this is going to be my upper layer in my 2-layer necklace. All right, up, down, red, green. Oh, I forgot a nugget. You got to put the nuggets on between them. All right, upper layer. Yeah, we've all got our shipping notices for the new Bargain Bead Box. Some folks already have it. If you don't mind spoilers, go check out Craft Time with Casey's channel. She's got her unboxing, so you can see what's coming. And I need one more nugget to close this out. I did not pull enough out when I started my planning. So let me grab that out of my box. One more nugget to close this off. There we go. I'll leave this out. All right. Now, where is my bead stopper? I know I had some a bead stopper around here somewhere. I just want this to not fall off the end while I am working with it. Bead stoppers. So I'm just going to put that on there so that that doesn't fall off the end when I'm doing this. Now I'm going to take a shortcut, and I am going to connect this end to one of these links. Using my crimp tubes. So I'm going to put this crimp tube on. I'm going to have it go through this link. And then I am going back down through the crimp tube with that end after I pulled off a big long section. I'm going to crimp this right here where it's at using my magical crimper. Yes. All right. So that's one layer done, and now I can start stringing my second layer. And for that, I'm going to be using these mushroomy colored bicones. And I'll have one bicone, one of these smaller gemstones, and a bicone. And then right after that, a leaf spacer with the bottom of the leaf facing the, what is it called? The wire, when I'm putting it in that way. Actually, no, I want this to be facing the other way. We'll go through the top of the leaf first for this one. And we'll put our larger uncut bead on. And then for the second one on the other side of the uncut bead, that's when we go through the bottom of the leaf. So that when you're looking at the beads, it looks like the leaves are coming out of the uncut beads. Like that. And I'm going to repeat this until I have 3 uncut beads and 4 of these smaller beads on one side. So, bicone, small bead. I'm saying small, but it's like 6 millimeters. It's not really that small, but it's smaller than the 8 millimeter ones. And remember, we go in through the top first, then we put on the uncut bead, and then we go through the bottom next. Like that. All right. One more repeat of that. Then top of the leaf, 8 millimeter round, and the bottom of the leaf. All right, and then one more bicone, 6 millimeter bicone. This is where I'm going to string on my pendant. So I want to get this 14 millimeter jump ring open. It's going to need to be open quite a bit. I'm opening it pretty wide so that I can get my pendant on there pretty well. All right, so now that that's on, close it up. Yeah, I'm just using my fingers for that. That's fine. I'm just going to rotate this so that the opening is inside of that bead. And now it's ready to string on my necklace. And I guess it could probably rotate wherever it wants with this. That's gonna be fun. You know, I'm good with it. I'm fine with it. This is just where we're going with it. All right, so now I'm going to repeat the same procedure up the other side. And hopefully I won't forget some beads, because sometimes I do that. Oh, and I won't forget to have my leaf spacers oriented the right way, because I also tend to do that too. But yeah, this is just a real quick, let's make a 2-layer necklace using this Bargain Bead Box that, like, we're going to be ready to move on to the next one pretty soon, I think. And I don't want to forget about this, because there were several things that I wanted to make with this, and so I am. I'm making this one. It's a Friday afternoon. I am ready to have a great weekend, and I hope you guys are too. I have one of my link necklaces I'll be making tomorrow for you guys. It'll be my second one for this week and my fourth overall. So you can expect that tomorrow. And then over the weekend, I'm going to be working on some of the bead woven links so that on Monday we can make that necklace for next week. And that's part of my September chain challenge that I'm doing. I do 2 beaded chain necklaces a week for the month of September, and so I've got another one for this week that I still need to do. I know I got carried away and did a whole bunch like last week. It wasn't a whole bunch, it was just 2. But I mean, there were only 2 days in September last week, so was it too much? Was it just enough? And I think I might have too many beads on this. I think I might want to shorten this a little bit for my second strand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off this repeat here and this one. So we've just got 2 on each side. All right, let's take those off there, because I don't want this to be a weird no, because we still need that length there. Okay, yeah, no, that'll be perfect, because that'll be about like that for the necklace. Okay, so basically I'm just removing these guys from the necklace. Yep. Okay. I'm pretty happy with that. All right. We've got that on there somewhere, and now I'm just gonna go back up here with this. Bloop. Bloop. Sometimes you have to change things mid-design. It happens. You know what? That means I can make some earrings with these. Some earrings to go with it. That's the idea. All right, almost done. Yeah. Just a couple more. And then we can add our chain and our clasp, and it'll be done. Oh. I almost forgot. All right, here we go. All right, so now on the other side, we're going to need to attach this to our other link. So I'm going to grab a crimp tube, take this off of my bead stopper, and I'm going to put this crimp tube on this strand, and then I'm going to run this strand through the crimp tube in the same direction, like so. I'm going to go through one end of my link And now I'm going to go back down through this crimp tube. Let's zoom in a little bit more. So I have both strands of my beading wire going this way. My longer strand I have going through, and I cut off way too much beading wire. I can make another necklace with this, 2 bracelets, 5 pairs of earrings, something like that. All right, so we've got this like this, and now I'm making a loop, and I'm going to go back down through the crimp tube in the other direction with my longer strand. So there's only one connection point between both of these strands and the connector. Make sure that this is an equal amount of length. Make sure we've got good movement. Yes. I'm going to crimp this right there, right now, right here. All right, and I'm going to cut off my extra strands. I've got one here. When you do this, be careful that you're not cutting off the actual wire that is connecting everything. It's just the excess wire. Bloop, bloop. Back up. It's going to hang nicely. And now I just need to cut some chain and attach this chain with my jump rings. So for the chain, all I'm doing is off camera draping the chain around the back of my neck to where it hits the collarbone, because that's where I like my attachment point to be. And that's about there. So I'm going to cut my chain right there at that link. And I'm going to find the middle of it by taking some scrap wire, putting both ends of this one length on the scrap wire. This is how I find the middle of chain. Sorry, I was just straightening it out. So they're both the same place. That way I can find the point where it's the middle of the chain, and it's this link right here. I'm going to cut that. Where did that? There's that cut. There's the cut link. There it is. I only cut half the link, so I've got to open it. There you go. You guys have seen jump rings open and close before, right? These are 5mm jump rings. I'm just going to attach one to one of my connectors, one to the chain, close it up, do the same thing on the other side. All right. And now we've got our toggle clasp. I like this toggle clasp. It reminds me of like olive branches a little bit. You know what I'm talking about. All right, and since this is already open, I'm just gonna go ahead and attach it to one end of my chain while it's open. And then I'm gonna close it. And then use this one to attach my bar to the other end of my chain. And now I will have a quick and easy 2-layer necklace without too much fuss, using just a single strand without any extra cuts. Single strand of beading wire. Single point of connection. I kind of like that. I think I'm going to do it more from now on. All right. Ta-da! Let's see how it hangs. Yeah. There we go. And that does kind of hang right there in the middle. Got our dangles. Got our guy. We've got our things. Anyway, I hope you guys are ready to have a great weekend. Talk to you later. Bye.